Welcome to Bull City Pro, episode 5, part 3, the final part of this episode. And what we're going to talk about is WWE and NXT talk, the Raw show, as well as the NXT show. First, before I go to that, check out WrestleCade. Get your tickets. WrestleCade, the 27th and the 28th. The Showcase of Champions will take place on the 27th. The 28th is WrestleCade, the actual convention. Huge matches. We're talking about Lone Star Championship Wrestling. We're talking about Reality of Wrestling. We're talking about AML. We're talking about AIWF. We're talking about different wrestling promotions, different wrestlers, legends, the people of the past and the wrestlers of the future, all in one place in Winston-Salem in the Benton the Benton Convention Center. Get your tickets. They're already sold out. The front rows and this and third. The only thing left is the general admission. But trust me, you'll want to be there. Get some autographs. People such as Booker T will be in the building. We're talking about Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair. People that you grew up with, people that you're trying to get your kids to fall in love with. They're all going to be there. WrestleCade. Also coming that same weekend is a double event at Ziggy's. We're talking about Pro Wrestling Experience. That's right. Go to ProWX.com. Pro Wrestling Experience as well as Queen of Combat will be in Ziggy's, Winston-Salem on the 29th. We're talking about Battlefield X, the main event match. Ethan Case gets his chance to become the Pro Wrestling Experience World Heavyweight Champion when he goes one-on-one with the champ, John Schuyler. Then we have the Queen of Combat show, where we will get to see who will become the Queen of Combat champion. Get your tickets. And if you can't make it to Winston, if you're in the Raleigh-Durham area, we got you covered. GOUGE, Gold Pro Wrestling, has an event called Turkey in the Brawl. It's going to take place in downtown Durham at the Motorco. Main event, Ricky Reyes, a.k.a. Cortez from Lucha Underground, will go one-on-one against the Gold World Heavyweight Champion Timmy Lou Retton. Plus also going down will be the Turkey on a Pole match, which will feature some of North Carolina's top wrestlers, one of them being Chet Sterling. It's $10 at the door. Go to their Twitter page. Go to their Facebook page. You know, everything that you're looking for is going to be in the description. So if I don't get it right, all I got to do is go in the description. No excuse, people. All right, now, WWE. Let's begin. I'm only going to do the big points. I don't do everything. Okay, first things first, before I get into the tournament, Becky Lynch gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. She defeated Paige. She got her comeuppance. It was a very good match, and Becky looked awfully sexy. I had to give it to her. That redhead wench is a sexy something. But anyway, she defeated Paige. She finally gets a little comeuppance. I'm hoping that slowly but surely the women's division, less teams, more women's matches. I still feel that they need to have an event on the WWE Network for $9.99. They still need to have an event which is all women. I think with Showcase, because you got Sasha Banks, who is the best thing. You got the champ in Charlotte. You had the NXT girls. You have the mainstays. Why not do a show? TNA did it and it worked. It worked. You got female wrestling promotions. Come on, WWE, step to the 21st century, Vince. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. So, with that being said, the tournament. Well, of course, Triple H sets up everything, because the one thing is, if you have a number one contender, how are you going to explain him being in the tournament? He's the number one contender. Why should he have to go through a tournament? If anything, they should come face him. But how they killed that, join the Authority, go in the tournament. Roman Reigns said, I'm going with the tournament. Fuck the Authority. Thus set him up against the Big Show. I can't sit here and go through every match that went down thus far. For what I've seen with the tournament, I see Alberto Rios in there. I see Cesaro. I see Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got his victory. They even put Tyler Breeze in it. Why they put Titus O'Neil? I have no clue. Why they put Tyler Breeze in it? I have no clue. Tyler Breeze is an NXT guy that just moved up. You gonna throw him in the title hunt that fast? Really? Come on. They had the Miz in the tournament. So basically, what I'm expecting the Final Four to be is Ambrose. I'm expecting, actually, the finals, I keep saying this is going to be Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Now, who is not determined, of course, was Sheamus. So it's a possibility that Sheamus will probably come in and break it up, do his bro kick, and probably win the title, maybe to drop it later. I see that happening if Dean Ambrose make the finals, because they want to keep Dean Ambrose a face, they want to keep Roman a face. They have to do something to keep the save face, so who better than Sheamus to come fuck it up? But if Kevin Owens goes to that finals, I see a clean win for Reigns. Hands down. I like the tournament. I like the fact that it's spanning 2 weeks. I like the fact that they're doing it on Raw as well as SmackDown. But here's the thing. Your term's only good as participants in it. Kalisto, I didn't even know he was even ready for a title run. Neville, he can't even get a win half the time. I felt that they should have did a better job of putting better guys in there. Now, granted, part of it is because the majority of your top wrestlers are injured. But there's still some people there that you could have worked with. Of course, you got Dolph that's there. You got Cesaro. I'm pretty sure the match is going to be good. But like I said, I can't wait to see the semifinals that's going to take place in Survivor Series. So we're going to see how that shapes up in the next, especially this week, for the going home to Raw and the going home for SmackDown. Who is going to be in the Final Four? You know, so what I'm going to do is actually next weekend, well, not next weekend, this Sunday, once we find the Final Four, I'm going to discuss the Final Four and what I think about it as part of the Bull City episode that I does on Sunday. You know, which also will have me talking about Lone Star Championship Wrestling, what you can expect from them, and what you need to know about them since they come to WrestleCade. So, but like the tournament. But the tournament supposed to be the biggest news. No, the biggest news was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt comes out, do his eulogy. He does his eulogy, guess who comes out? The Brothers of Destruction. Now, granted, the Brothers of Destruction, of course, was going to get some comeuppance before the Survivor Series. But why this week? I would have preferred it. I would have preferred if the Brothers of Destruction got Bray cornered, the lights go out, Bray outside the ring. No, Bray gets double choke slammed. The Wyatt family gets totally decimated. So any strength that you made the Wyatts look like, you killed it because you didn't have them beat up. You didn't have the Undertaker beat up 1 or 2. No, you had the Undertaker and Kane beat up 4 guys. Not just 4 guys, 4 huge guys. Of course you did it to make them seem strong, to make it seem like Bray does not have their power because Bray is shooting fire and lightning out of his hands. But it's ways of doing that. I kind of hate that because what you just did was kill whatever bit of a rivalry it was. It kind of got killed. I totally agree with Chris on that. I can totally agree with Abel on that end. But it's how they come back next week. How are they going to come back next week? How are you going to make me feel that I need to watch this match? Because at the end of the day, it feels like a LOL, Brothers of Destruction is going to win. And then on top of that, add insult to injury. This is funny. It's not a Survivor Series. It's a tag match. Bray gets to pick 2 of the guys that he wants from his family to go against the Brothers of Destruction. So will we have a traditional Survivor Series match? I have no freaking clue. But we do know that Undertaker and Kane is going to go up against two of the Wyatts. Who do I think? Braun Strowman and probably Luke Harper. I don't see Bray being in that match because the bottom line needs to be Bray versus the Undertaker. So them doing the tag match, I get it, you're stretching it out, and I think they want to stretch out this feud between Bray and the Undertaker to last to WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. Opinions are like assholes, everybody got one. Okay? So, with that being said, that's WWE. To me, WWE, the show is pretty good. Like I said again, I didn't like what happened when it came to Bray, but I'm going to reserve my judgment to see what happens next week. Who is going to be the two guys that are going to face the Undertaker? I'm thinking Bray is going to be in it, but he's going to be outside. And somehow, some way, Bray is going to help his brothers get a victory over the Undertaker and Kane. Now, what I'm thinking is that if the Undertaker going to take a break, then you're going to have Kane beef with Bray. Now, if Bray can get a victory over Kane, that can be a start to making him more menacing. But like I said, honestly, truthfully, Bray needs to be in that tag match, and Bray needs to get a pin over the Undertaker for us to really give a shit about that feud. Just to be honest. Okay? Now, that being said, we're going to chill out for a minute, take a break, and when I come back, we're going to talk NXT, baby. Yeah. Why was Samoa Joe so pissed at Finn Balor? Welcome back. Like I said, once again, I want to take a moment for a second to check out Georgia Wrestling History. Their blog site is amazing. It talks about wrestling pretty much all over the South, even internationally, even to Puerto Rico and Mexico and stuff like that. Go to gwhblogspot.com to see what's going on in Georgia, Tennessee, and everywhere else, as well as here in North Carolina. I get some of my news, some of my updates from that site, Georgia Wrestling History. Go to GeorgiaWrestlingHistory.com. Go to gwhblogspot.com for all your independent. Also, check out WrestleOhio.com for all your independent news in the state of Ohio. Go check them out. Great interviews with some of the top stars that wrestle in the Ohio area. So go to WrestleOhio.com. Now, let's talk WWE and NXT. Give me for a second. I have to clean my glasses. Well, this week, not too eventful. The main thing I want to talk about is, one, we have new tag champs. Okay? Dash and Wilder has now became the tag champion to be in the Vaudevillains. They have been on a roll ever since the Dusty Rhodes tournament. And what I like about them is that they are the new age version of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. I swear they remind me of Ole and Orange so much. The match was a very good match of back and forth. I like that they became champs. I'm still looking for somebody to become a two-time champion sometime in the future of NXT. I don't know if that will happen. But now, what I'm looking for is either one of two things. Once they get past the Vaudevillain and return match, is they going to beef with Enzo and Cassidy? SWAFT, so off. And you can't teach that. Is they going to beef with them, or is they going to beef with Jordan and Cable? I would like to see them against Jordan and Cable because the contrast of style is just too much. You got the guys at the tag team special that love doing the Minnesota Wrecking Crew shit, and then you got the new version of the world greatest tag team. So I'm expecting that to go down. Whether or not Jordan and Cable will become tag champs, I don't know, but I'm expecting that. Period. Then we get to the biggest news, Samoa Joe, who basically had to answer for why he attacked Finn Balor last week. But before we even get to that, Apollo Crews got his get back on Baron Corbin, and attacked him before Corbin had a match. And of course, Corbin laid it out in a nice promo that, you asking for it. So I'm looking forward for Corbin to go against Apollo Crews because a lot of Corbin been had a lot of squash matches in the beginning where we never really see his skills. Now, recently, his matches has been more drawn out. Thus, you're seeing his skills. You're seeing that he's pretty good. Him and Apollo Crews, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking very much forward to that match. I like the way that they set it up. Finn Balor and the Apollo Crews match, like I said again, what I hate about NXT, stop taking your champions off the goddamn TV. I mean, really. Because you're not allowing us as the fan to really get into the rivalry. You just throw the guy against the champion, but you never gave us a reason why do he deserve a championship match? Because he won a battle royal. Okay, that's nice. Why couldn't they have it where them two could have faced off in the ring? Could have had to been a contract signing. Could have this, that. It's a lot they could have did with that to really hyped up that match. Now, what they're doing now is way better than what the hell they when it came to Finn Balor and Crews. Because Corbin attacked Crews, now we got a reason why they're beefing. I hope they turn into at least a 3-2, maybe 4-match rivalry. I think the match is going to be great. Now, let's move to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, of course, comes out and he explains the reason why he attacked Finn Balor was because Finn Balor said that if they win the Dusty Rhodes Classic, that he would give Finn Balor would give Samoa Joe a world title match, an NXT title match. But he felt disrespected when Balor didn't speak up about him having a match when Regal threw him into this battle royal. Of course, Finn Balor comes out and confronts him. It's set up for them to face off. And it ends with Samoa Joe putting Balor in the Coquina clutch and putting him to sleep. I love Joe as a heel. God, I love Joe as a heel. It feels like smoking that blunt that you've been waiting to smoke all day long. Have you done got off work and worked about 12 hours? Your boss being a complete bitch. Your feet hurt, your back hurt, you get there, you got your beer, you got your weed, and your woman rubbing your chest. Seeing him become a heel again, that's what I want to see. I did not want to see two faces going at it. A lot of people saying, have they met before? Yes, they have met before. Trust me, this ain't the first time they faced off. They faced off in the independent segment, in the independent community. Probably in Japan, probably when Samoa Joe was in Ring of Honor before his TNA days, they might have faced off in the whole 9. This looks like it's going to be a good match. I cannot wait to see it. Trust me, it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be physical. Do I think Joe is going to win the title? No, I don't see it. Do I see it's going to be a great match? Yes. So I'm looking forward to both those matches. Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, as well as Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. My only gripe this week when it comes to WWE is that, like I said, the way they do things, they're doing it a little bit better. The tournament went a long ways. The explanation of why Reigns is in the tournament went a long ways. Joe explaining why he beat up Finn Balor went a long ways. You're not insulting the intelligence of the wrestling public. Thank you, Mr. McMahon and Triple H. Period. So with that being said, Survivor Series is going to be interesting. I'm looking to see who is going to be what. Will the tag titles be defended? Will it be a Survivor Series match? I'm definitely going to talk about that next week in my WWE talk. I'm going to talk about each match, my expectation, what I think is going to happen, and who I think is going to win. We're also going to talk about Raw. I don't talk about SmackDown, but I will talk about this news. SmackDown in January will be moving to USA. Crazy how basically USA then became the WWE network for real. Do I like the move? Yeah, actually, because what can happen is now you really can involve SmackDown and Raw together. That means that you can have something that happened on Raw carry over to SmackDown. You can have it. Involved. It's a lot they can do with that. Personally, I would like to see that some talent only work on SmackDown and some talent only work on Raw, because damn it, just feeling like, come on now. I mean, I keep seeing the same main event. It makes no sense to see the same main event on Raw. You're gonna see it on SmackDown. That defeats the purpose. Like I said, so much going on. It's just so much going on in professional wrestling, period. So I'm sitting here getting tongue-tied because I done talked about every damn thing. So with that being said, please comment, please subscribe, please like my page. Everything that I talk about, every wrestling promotion I talk about, the links will be in the description of the video. Like I said, I'll be doing 2 videos a week. One that will be downloaded on Thursday, and one that will be downloaded on Sunday. Now, what's going to happen Sunday? Well, Sunday, we're going to get you ready for WrestleCade some more. We're going to talk about other matches that has been announced by WrestleCade. We're also going to highlight and spotlight in my out-of-state independent wrestling spotlight, Lone Star Championship Wrestling. They will be in the building at WrestleCade. So we're going to talk about who they might have there. Let's talk about, Barbara Hayden is going to be in town anyway because she's going to be at the Queen of Combat. We're talking about Carson. Houston Carson. The Texas Lion, former Lone Star Heavyweight Champion. He might be there. You might see Raymond Rowe, who wrestles there. You might see Shane Taylor. You might see Scott Summers. We're going to talk about him. He's currently the Lone Star Heavyweight Champion. You might see the Empire. It's a pretty good chance because they wrestle Lone Star Championship Wrestling, as well as Rudy Ruzzo and many others. So we're going to talk about that next. We're going to talk about that Sunday and everything. Remember, check out WrestleCade. It's coming soon. Also, next week, we're going to talk about, like I said, next week, you got, I want to talk about CWF. We're going to talk about CWF Mid-Atlantic. We're going to talk about what's going on with AML. We're going to talk about WWE, what happened, with going to the semifinals, who's going to be in the semifinals and all that good stuff. So, like I said, I'm rambling now. I done did enough talking. Tired of damn talking. So, I'm out. Remember, this is Bull City Pro. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Difference is, mine is the shit. So, y'all take care. Enjoy your wrestling. Support independent wrestling. Support wrestling in general. Have a good one.